and The Rock reacts to Creed 3. This is Shaun.
And this is Chris.
And we are here once again to react to a brand new trailer that's popped out. And you and I don't know if I know we've mentioned it on our audio podcast before. I don't know if we mentioned it here on the YouTube channel, but we're huge Rocky fans as far as the Rocky series. Growing up, that was a staple. And Creed 2, I was a huge fan of. You actually haven't seen Creed 2 yet.
Yeah, I dropped that bomb on you before we got going here. Creed 1 I loved.
Yeah.
But I mean, between life and everything going on, Creed 2 has always been on that list of movies I wanted to get to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when can I fit that in? And then you told me Creed 3 trailer drop. I kind of knew Creed 3 was coming, but I didn't know when they were releasing a trailer or anything, and they dropped it on us here. So this may be the kick in the butt I need to go ahead and check out 2. So
Yeah.
I'm ready for 3. If there's correlation between the two, are they separate stories or is it a continuation of the story?
Well, it's kind of both. It should be a continuation. The only thing is that Rocky will not be in this one. This is a standalone Creed film without Sylvester Stallone. Kind of a big kerfuffle behind the scenes, I guess. But honestly, the way Rocky's character went out in the second one, not to spoil it for you or anything, I felt satisfied and I felt like I didn't really need to see his story because eventually, these it's connected to the Rocky franchise, but this is a separate guy, separate character.
Yeah,
It's a new
it's within
era.
the world.
Yeah, it's right. It's within the world. So I don't mind it. I don't mind seeing a Creed movie where Sly's not in it. That's okay with me. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to jump in this
Let's
trailer.
just
What
go
about
ahead
you?
and check it out. Yeah, why not?
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This was built on their shoulders. Hey, my man, can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
No, I ain't signing the autographs, but you get off my car.
You don't remember me, huh?
Damien. How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro. Just got out last week.
Glad to have you back out, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Come by the gym.
Thank you.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you. We was like brothers. I was the best, though. But I never got a chance to prove that. That's cute.
What you doing, man? Trying to hurt me?
I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people. I vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything. You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Damien was like family. Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
Do what I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. It's traumatic stress. Watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? What you gonna do? Threaten to take my breath?
I need you to let go of your fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
I feel those chains are breaking, yeah. I fear God, I don't fear death. I see those stripes and take a step.
Here we go. 3/3/23. That's when it's coming.
Okay. I did nothing for me.
Okay.
I think it looks like a good movie,
Okay.
but I don't think it would drive me to the theater. I don't think it's good. I mean, it looks almost. The story looks predictable. The trailer, when they started going through the trailer,
Well-
when he's seeing his old friend leaning up against the car, and then he
Yeah.
brings him into his gym, and now he's giving him, I'm assuming, a title shot for someone that he just wants to beat up, or I don't know. Okay, what were your thoughts on it? You know 2 a lot better than I do.
I'm a sucker for this formula, man. I know it's formulaic. That like I will cop to the fact that this is like kind of a repeat. It's the same, we've seen a boxing movie before, you know what I mean? Like,
I
um,
couldn't help put myself in Wakanda while watching this.
oh, just because of Michael
Him
B.
and Chadwick
Jordan?
Boseman, yeah. I mean, I had those vibes when he's arguing with the guy. I gave him a shot, and it wasn't exactly the same way, but
Right.
I was having those vibes come from. I'm like, that's not what they're going for. But why am I feeling that like getting that reaction out of it?
My issue, first off, Jonathan Majors, the guy who plays his opponent this time around, I do like the story. I like that they have history. My only thing is sometimes history and like by the time you get to a third movie, they're kind of like shoehorning history into a character. Like, oh well, this is a kid that the audience hasn't known about, but this is somebody that Adonis knew when he was a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I understand you wanna give them some backstory and make the opponent seem bigger larger than life and give him some depth, but sometimes that doesn't work, sometimes it feels shoehorned in, and I don't know if the trailer was enough to give us which way it's gonna be. But yeah, I mean, Clubber Lang, it was giving me Clubber Lang vibes, like Rocky 3 vibes, Jonathan Majors, and people were like, saying, "Oh, is this the son of Clubber Lang?" and stuff, just because like that seems to be the formula.
yeah,
And I doubted it was going to be. That would have been stupid to be that. But he comes with that same energy, like that hard knock energy that Mr. T had in Rocky 3, where it's just like you lead a life of privilege. I come from the streets. I come from where it's tough. Where I had to be this way and I'm coming for what you got, that kind of thing. And that's something Adonis had to fight with. Wow. So it's kind of unique so far because the first one, Creed was kind of finding his identity. The second one, he was dealing with what happened to his dad in the ring, and he was, going against Ivan Drago's son. So there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of
okay,
built-in history from the franchise, which made a lot of sense. This time around, I don't know, like, what does Jonathan Majors' character do to like really upset the apple cart, like with Creed? Like, how does Creed get put? Because Creed's gonna have to be put down on his butt, right, and come back up, because that's the formula.
yeah.
So what's gonna happen in this movie? I mean, I'm a huge fan of the franchise. I'm gonna go see it in the theater, but I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I can't guarantee I'm gonna see it in the theater because I haven't seen 2 yet, and that should be a big thing. I mean, I love the Rocky franchise. I remember the first time we watched. We were young. We were living in Jersey still. I remember laying in my bedroom. It may have been on TNT,
Yeah,
and it was a Rocky marathon, all the way through all of 'em, and we did not move. We
right,
got up. I think we may have gotten something to drink, or whatever we did, but we wound up watching all the way through. And to me, there is not a bad Rocky movie. There's there's not so good Rocky movies, but there's not a bad. It's like a pizza. There's no bad
right,
pizza. It's all pizza.
yeah.
So
Yeah, even a
so
bad you're right, Rocky 5 is traditionally, but, like, I have such fond memories of Rocky 5 just because it came out in the era where you and I were still kids, and that's probably why Rocky 5 was coming out or coming to video or whatever, that's probably why we were watching on and you're right, it used to air on TNT all the time,
yeah.
and the Rocky franchise is one of those ones, it's like, once it's on, you just kinda get sucked in and you keep watching it.
Yeah, it was like around the holiday seasons. They'll always do a
Mhm.
marathon. It's kind of like how we see Lord of the Rings now and Harry
Yeah.
Potter. It's just one of those franchises that will come on during that period of time, and you start and you know where you're going to be. You just get comfortable. So I have to go back. Honestly, I think I really want to revisit Creed One. So I remember
Yes.
I really enjoyed Creed,
Yeah.
and then go into Creed Two because I heard a lot of great things about it.
Mhm.
And I was like, that sounds phenomenal just because of the connection that we have with the Rocky movies and bringing Drago's son and everything into it. I like that idea.
When's the last time you
Before,
watched, Rocky 4?
oh,
Been a while?
it's been a little
Here
bit.
here's
Yeah.
my suggestion, do a trilogy because this is almost a trilogy in itself. Watch Rocky 4, get the backstory with Sly, Drago, even though you know it all, I know you know
Yeah.
it, but just so
If
you
I can
can
change and you can change, we can
exactly,
all
yeah.
change.
In fact, there's a director's cut that came out recently that's on my Vudu, you can watch that. That was really good. I went to go see the, Rocky 4 director's cut in theaters. It was one of those one night only kind of things,
That's cool.
and I
Now, if
went.
I had a chance, I would have
Yeah.
absolutely have done that.
Watch Rocky 4, then Creed 2, because that's almost like a trilogy within the whole franchise, just because, Creed 2 and Rocky 4 are so, like, directly correlated.
Okay.
But, yeah, I suggest doing that. At least check out Creed 2, and, this may not draw you to the theater, but it's one of these franchises. I'm just happy it's around, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many big franchises as far as, like, superhero films and stuff, like,
We
this
need some
harkens back.
side things. Yeah.
Yeah, this harkens back to the old days where you didn't have to be a superhero to have your own franchise, you know?
Well, it's like, I mean, why did Top Gun Maverick do so well?
Right.
It's for the exact reason that you just said.
Yeah.
He's not a superhero. He's Maverick.
Yeah. Right.
Essentially a superhero, but not a superhero.
Maverick, Rocky, Creed. Yeah, just like these kind of these larger than life characters. But they're characters. They're real people with real professions, real stories. Well, they're all fake stories, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm living in a mansion, I've got an iron suit and I fly away
Right.
type things, or I've got serum soldier,
Yeah.
yeah, sit and get up in me. But it sounds like you loved it.
I did like it.
You like the formula, so it's
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
For me, it's still a wait and see, and I don't know if they can do anything to get me in the theater for this here.
Yeah.
So, but on the flip side of that, I am always looking for right now. My movie theater experiences are superhero movies, superhero movies, superhero
Right.
movies, superhero movie. So I kind of want to get out of that. I wanted to go see Amsterdam, but I heard that was terrible.
Oh, really?
I heard that was really bad.
Yeah, I went to go see Halloween Ends just to get out of the house, man.
Oh, oh, that may have ended your evening. No, I heard no. But yeah, I'm always looking for a new, different type of movie. There was another one I can't remember the name. I was like, you know what? To my wife, I said, how about we go see this? It's something a little off the beaten path, and time just got away from us. But yeah, I mean, I may not. Probably, if I'm being completely honest with everyone here, probably more of a may not.
Well, Creed
But
3 comes out March 3rd, 2023. So 3/3/23. We've got a few months yet. It's going to be after the holiday season. I can't wait to see it. Chris is a little more hesitant. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We're Dad and Rock. We react to trailers when they drop all the time. If there's a big trailer that comes out, we're going to do a reaction to it. And check us out each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do what we call the Dad and Rock After Show. Right now, we're covering, we just wrapped up Rings of Power. We're also covering House of the Dragon. Welcome to Wrexham is one we were covering, but that's
yeah,
over now. We're kind of in a transition where we're bringing on some new stuff, but we talk about the latest in TV and streaming each and every Sunday morning. So you should join us live for that.
there we go, guys. So go ahead and check us out then. And until we see you then, go ahead and keep it cheesy.
See ya.